today I'm going to walk you through how CodeRoad works. So CodeRoad is a platform for interactive coding tutorials, and it's built inside of VS Code, the most popular coding editor, but it could be inside other editors. I've built something similar in Atom before. And you can find it and contribute on GitHub if you're interested. But let's take a look at what it looks like in the editor. So here's a tutorial here on learning NPM packages. And we have a little description of what to do. And we got a little description of the task. So we're supposed to add an author to the project. So let's try adding an author. If you do something wrong, it's going to come back and give you a little feedback. If you do something right, it's going to continue. Cool. And so on. But how does this work? Basically, a tutorial looks like this. So here's a tutorial, and in essence, it's a JSON object that gets put together by a builder. You can see that level we were just at is author. Some of the text at the top in Markdown, and then we have a description of what the task you're supposed to do is, and even some hints. The code comes from these commits here. So where do these commits come from? Now, on a tutorial, tutorials are based out of Get, basically. So if we look at commits for this version, you can see that description is setting up some unit test here that it should have a JSON.description, and that JSON.description should be a string, or it should return this error message. And if the user solves it, they get this solution. So what actually happens as you're playing out is CodeRoad is built on Get, and you are supplying the solution as a Get commit. So let's try this one, this description. You can see right now we have the problem 3.1 description. And if I add a description, and continue here, that if I run git log again, you can see that it's saving our solution and not the provided solution. So the user is basically getting all of the unit tests, which are set in here. Keywords, description. And these tests are run when the user hits run or presses save, and determine whether the user can continue and get the next git commit. So the way that you build a tutorial out is kind of similar to how you would do test-driven development. You would set up your unit tests, and then you would solve them when they pass. So building tutorials in CodeRoad is just as easy as understanding Get and understanding common practices like test-driven development. So what's interesting about this approach? As a user, when you finish a tutorial, you have more than just a certificate. You have a project out of Get commits that you can publish on GitHub, that you can show to employers, that you can deploy, that you can add to your portfolio and even continue building upon. As a content creator, you also have a lot of advantages. You can build a larger project. You're not limited by the infrastructure like in Codecademy or Code School projects. You can build on a wide variety of different languages as long as you can set up a test runner. And even your tests, you can have unit tests, integration tests, end-to-end tests. You're limited basically by how long you want the user to wait before the test is complete. You also have a lot of control over features in the editor. You can open the terminal, add breakpoints, make sure that the user adds specific extensions. There's also a wide variety of new features that we can add in the future, such as running in a container, running locally offline. And what I hope to do is support the ability to make private tutorials that entrepreneurs can create and allow for one-click running on their users' computers. So if CodeRoad is a project that you're interested in or want to contribute, yeah, feel free to reach out to me anytime. And again, the project is available at CodeRoad/CodeRoad-VS Code.